want to give you the best possible content, and I want you to love it so much that you can't help but like want to jump over to the next video and feel like you're getting something really valuable from it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all had a wonderful start to your new year. I am very excited to be here with you in the year 2020. Have so much planned, so much to talk to you all about, so that is exactly why I wanted to make this video, to kind of talk you through some changes that I hinted at in my last video of Vlogmas and figure out what we're gonna do this year. I'm nervous to make this video, not gonna lie, because this is kind of a big change, although I hope it isn't going to deviate too much to what you've come to expect from me here on YouTube, which is, first of all, I guess my personality and the way that I like to talk to you guys and engage you, not only just talking straight at you in a video, but also to continue discussions in the comments, encourage you to DM me and say hi on Instagram, because I love getting to know all of you beyond, you know, just the comment section of YouTube as well. But there are some big changes that I do want to talk to you about, so I should stop rambling and stick to my script that I have so that I don't miss anything and fill you in on what you can expect from my YouTube channel in 2020. As you might remember, I did an audit of my YouTube channel a couple months back. It was probably over the summer at this point. I will link the video on the screen in case you'd like to go watch it though. And in this video, I kind of went through and assessed which videos perform the best here on my YouTube channel. And the main reason, of course, that I did this is because of growth, because I do want to grow my YouTube channel. I'm so impressed that I'm at around 2,500 subscribers now. It's been 2.5 years, and it kind of actually just shows how much work it really is to grow a YouTube channel, but I really want to rethink my strategy and what I'm posting on here. In addition to this video audit, I did also ask a bunch of you guys on Instagram stories to kind of chime in and let me know what videos you like the best from me and what videos you would really miss if I stopped doing them. And I appreciate that feedback, and I took it very carefully into consideration before coming to the conclusion that I've reached. So the three biggest topics that you guys would be pretty much heartbroken, it seems like, if I stopped creating content around are beauty, fashion, and career/content creation tips and advice. And these are absolutely my three favorite categories to discuss on YouTube by far. I just feel like I really am in the know about all of them now, and I can actually offer some genuine tips as far as beauty products you might want to purchase, or clothing recommendations, or just tips for creating good content in general, which I know is what a lot of you come to me for, at least on Instagram, and I really want that to be more of a priority for me this year on YouTube as well. So after a lot of thinking, I've come to the following decision about my YouTube channel. I'm going to be testing out, at least for what I can predict so far in 2020, and this could change if my goals change, or if things are going well, or if things are not going well, but right now my plan for 2020 is to kind of give myself a dual niche. And I know a lot of people tell you to niche down to one topic on YouTube, but I couldn't help but thinking how well these two go together hand in hand, and that it'll both satisfy my current audience and kind of what they come to me for, and also really attract the new audience that I'm hoping to, which is content creators who just want to get better about talking about beauty and fashion. So I don't even actually know if dual niches are a thing. If I just invented it, someone let me know, and then I can trademark it and do whatever I have to do to make myself rich from suggesting the idea of a dual niche. But what I really want to be focusing on here on my YouTube channel are beauty brand and beauty product reviews, and then tips for content creators specifically focused on beauty, but that can also apply to fashion and even lifestyle and other categories as well. I really want these to work together in the sense that I want to be giving you good content creation tips to be able to make amazing content, whether that's video, photo, you know, even blog posts, things that I feel like I can help with after my 7 years of experience, 7.5 actually at this point, years of experience as a blogger, and then my 2.5 years as a video content creator here on YouTube. But then I also want to be giving you what I think are examples of good content content as well, which is why I really want to continue to focus on beauty and beauty product reviews and talking you through, it could be either a full brand review or a single product review, maybe the occasional makeup tutorial or favorites roundup as well, just to kind of keep myself, you know, ingrained with the people who come here for my beauty videos, which if I look back at my YouTube audit are by far my most watched video category aside from travel. And the only reason that I don't really see myself creating much travel content here on YouTube is because I don't really travel that much. You know, I do live in New York, and being here is already like being in 12 different places anyway. And I feel like in my vlogs that you've seen in the past, I'm kind of able to show you a little bit more around the city and around New York. And I know that a lot of you do enjoy my vlogs. I honestly just don't get the views on them that I wish I was getting. And for the amount of work that it takes me to create those vlogs, and then compared to the viewership I get, I just haven't really seen the return that I was hoping for. And so if you are already like, oh my God, she's not doing vlogs, she's not doing fashion, she's not doing travel, and you're freaking out, I really am going to make an effort to continue all of those categories on the following platforms. First and foremost being my blog. I really encourage you guys, if you haven't in a while, to click over to keepcalmandchiffon.com, because there are 7.5 years worth of amazing posts across all of these categories on the website, and I really know that there's a lot of value there that probably not everyone has gotten to see. Another very obvious place that you can go for all of this type of content is Instagram and Instagram stories. I definitely do not plan on stopping photo shoots and outfit posts and things like that, and I really want that to be more of a place for fashion inspiration. I feel like IGTV, and now IGTV, the series option, gives me so many chances to kind of share fashion in that capacity, and I've just seen it perform better on Instagram for me than I have on YouTube. Two other platforms that I have to mention, of course, Jump Rope, where I work. I am the beauty content director there, so you can of course expect beauty content from me there, but I would also like to push myself to try a little bit of fashion, a little bit more maybe travel, maybe some interiors or home content too, because Jump Rope has all of those things. And last but not least is also TikTok. In the end of 2019, I ended up having 2 videos go semi-viral, resulting in about 400,000 views within, I think, 4 days, which, by the way, is more views than the entire year of 2019 on this YouTube channel. Absolutely ridiculous. So please know that if you want that content from me, there are places you can go to look for it. And as always, I have all of my social links down below in the description box. So if you've never been to my blog before, or you don't know what my TikTok username is, I will make sure that that is all linked below for you so that you can find my fashion content and my travel content, particularly, I guess, my New York travel content, if you're looking for that or you feel like you're gonna be missing that now that it won't necessarily be a frequent occurrence on my YouTube channel. I will say I am planning one travel vlog so far for the end of April, because Andrew and I will be taking a trip together. I will just tease that, I won't tell you where, but I have a feeling we're gonna be seeing some pretty amazing things, and that I could easily picture being a trip that I vlog, no problemo. If you need a visual, I made this visual on Canva. I am not a graphic designer, as we know, but this is kind of a little breakdown of what I'm thinking in terms of how much of my videos are going to be geared towards beauty products, content creation tips, and then a couple of other small categories, just to give myself kind of a zone to work off of for the first few months at least of 2020. This might be a little cheesy, but I wanted to share a quote with you guys. Andrew lent me this book. It's called The Lean Startup. I've started reading it because I recently started working at Jump Rope, as you probably know. And one quote kind of stood out to me in here, and it's ironic that I read this the night before I was filming this video, but it kind of talks about this thing called validated learning, and I just want to share a little bit about it from Eric Ries, the author. So, validated learning is a rigorous method for demonstrating progress when one is embedded in the soil of extreme uncertainty in which startups grow. It is the principal antidote to the lethal problem of achieving failure, success executing a plan that leads nowhere. And I thought this was so interesting and relevant to exactly what I've been struggling with what to do about this YouTube channel. Achieving failure is such a weird concept because I don't feel like I've failed in this YouTube channel at all, but when he goes into detail and says that that means successfully executing a plan that leads nowhere, I just feel like that's so interesting, because if your goal is to be a YouTuber and you're saying, okay, I just want to get 2 videos a week up no matter what, and you do that, but you don't do it strategically, and you don't feel like you're growing, and you don't feel like you notice a massive shift in what you're doing, then it just raises the question, like, is that successful? And success is different for everyone. I mean, for me, I did upload 2 videos a week pretty much for all of 2019, and that was really fun for me. It challenged me creatively in so many ways, but it also showed me what did work and what wasn't working as well. And I feel like it would be silly to not acknowledge what was working and do more of it. I feel like YouTube's algorithm, they just want to suggest related content. You really want to become an authority in your niche. Last Christmas, I bought myself the course YouTube for Bosses from Sunny Lenarduzzi, who has over 300,000 YouTube subscribers. I definitely really like the course, and if you guys ever want, I don't know, more information about that, I'd be happy to kind of share it in one way or another. But the big thing that she always talks about is being an authority in your niche. And since it's really hard for me to not talk about beauty without sharing the process of content creation, and to not talk about content creation without referencing beauty, that's why I kind of wanted to focus in on these 2 things. But I think as long as I'm creating content that allows YouTube's algorithm to keep suggesting it to you and kind of create that binge-worthy spider web of, you know, you always hear me say in videos, oh, if you didn't see this video, you can go watch it here, or I'll link that for you on the screen and you can check it out when you're done. I am doing that for a reason. I want, well, obviously now it's like, sounds kind of sinister, but I want you guys to spend a lot of time on my channel because you're getting value from it, not just because I want you floating around on the internet for hours and hours for no reason. Like, I want to give you the best possible content, and I want you to love it so much that you can't help but like want to jump over to the next video and feel like you're getting something really valuable from it. I have kind of done some research and went and looked at some popular YouTube channels that I personally watch and that I personally follow, and I've noticed that for the most part, people who have more of a broad YouTube channel now have either A, started out with some really niche thing. So a lot of beauty content creators who now post about fashion and lifestyle, like they were doing just all makeup tutorials for years before they ever started going broad, because people got to know them and their personality, and they would start to ask like, oh, what are you wearing? Where are you? Like, what is that painting of succulents behind you kind of thing? Or they already had a massive audience somewhere else, like on Instagram or their blog readership, or maybe even Pinterest, which I know is a big converter over to YouTube as well, and they just followed them because they already had this huge following and they do all of this broad kind of content. And if you're watching this and you're like, whoa, I post about everything, like, is that wrong? Absolutely not. Like, do you, and do whatever you think is best for you and for what your goals are. I mean, if your goal is just to be uploading to YouTube for fun, like, upload whatever you want. That's how I started it too, but the second I realized it could be a substantial moneymaker for me and my business when I was a full-time freelancer, I just knew that I wanted to really zero in, learn how to make professional videos, make sure that my lighting was good, make sure the sound is good, make sure the camera is good and focused, and just kind of put all of those elements together to present my content in the best possible way. The reason I was always so hesitant to start a YouTube channel was not because I was scared to, you know, be on camera. I grew up doing a lot of theater, and so I feel like that prepared me really well for the on-camera part, but I was so nervous about the production quality. I didn't know how it was gonna look, how it was gonna sound. It's like, why even post a video with high quality content if no one can hear you or if no one can see you? And especially for beauty, that is like crucial. Obviously a big part of the reason I fell in love with Jump Rope as a platform, because the app makes it so easy for someone who's never made a video before to create this like super professional looking video in half the time it would take them if they had to learn iMovie and set up, you know, professional lighting and figure out an expensive editing software and all of those kind of things. And speaking of Jump Rope, the final reason that I've decided to make this change is because I feel like when I was at magazines, somehow I still just had very selfish goals, and I don't think that's a bad thing, especially because I was like 21 when I started working at Nylon and I was like young and hungry out of college, but I really like my job at Jump Rope and I really like the company, and I would like to be doing as much as I can, you know, whether that's in the office or outside of the office, to continue to attract like high potential creators to the platform and present myself as an expert in both beauty and in content creation. And I feel like this switch of my YouTube channel too can just make it an extension of what I do at Jump Rope, and can kind of be beneficial, hopefully for me, but also hopefully for the company, so that people can see how great the app is and how many different ways there are to use it and why it saves people so much time, and et cetera, et cetera. So you might already notice a couple of small changes around my YouTube channel. First of all, there is a new banner. I have new channel art that first of all tells you that I'm now uploading on Sunday. This is my new upload day that I decided on, and also that you can now expect beauty product reviews and content creation tips from me. You also can see my blog and my website and my Instagram handle should you want to connect as far as any of those things go. If you also scroll down on my channel, you will now see playlists for kind of general career advice, and then more specifically content creation tips, as well as a product review specific playlist, and also a general beauty playlist that appear at the top. Fashion vlogs and travel, all the old stuff, I'm not deleting it, it's not going anywhere, it's all still there if you ever want to go back and take a look. And I would like to be resurfacing some of those videos on, you know, Facebook posts or Twitter now that I have Later, which is kind of a posting automation software that would allow me to post an image and a piece of text and schedule it in advance, so that, you know, when spring comes around, I could reshare a video where I put together spring outfits from last year, and maybe you didn't get a chance to watch that one, so you can go back and do that. I feel like my motto for 2020 is just to create better. And even though I won't be doing 2 videos a week anymore, I'm going down to 1 video a week on Sundays. And even though I'm not necessarily on YouTube covering categories that I've covered in the past, I just want to create with more intention. I want it to be more valuable. I want it to be high quality, and I just want it to help you guys. I really do. And whether that means, you know, swatching a bunch of lipsticks so that you don't have to because we have the same skin tone and you're gonna know how they look on you, or whether that means sharing that, you know, I'm using a ring light right now as well as natural light to get myself lit and ready for filming, then that's all that I want. I just want to make content creation easier for people, and I want to share my knowledge of the beauty industry with people too. And YouTube seems like the obvious place to be doing that, since I've been doing that already, just not in such a focused kind of way. Thank you in advance if you've made it to this point. I hope that those of you who aren't content creators are still gonna be really looking forward to the beauty products that I'll be reviewing and the beauty content that I'll be discussing on here. And as I mentioned earlier, please feel free to check out my other platforms as well. On Instagram, my blog, TikTok, and Jump Rope are all gonna be places where I'd like to explore the other categories that I'm not going to be as heavily focused on here on YouTube. If you're not already subscribed, feel free to hit the red button below this video and turn on the notification bell so you'll get notified whenever I do upload on Sundays. And if you are already subscribed, I really hope you choose to stick around. I promise there'll still be lots of me, you know, dropping beauty products and being awkward and just kind of, you know, sharing my personality here on the internet, which is what we're all here for anyway, right? But really, if this new content plan is like not your thing, you know, maybe just check back in a couple months, see what's new, and don't stress about it. I totally understand, and I know that everyone's time is so valuable, and if it's not something you're super interested in, you know, we only have so many hours in a day. I really get it, but I really do hope you stick around. I'm so grateful for all of you who have brought me crazy opportunities for being such a small freaking YouTube channel. And speaking of that, that is what I'm going to be talking about in my next video. I'm so thrilled to tell you guys that 2019 was Keep Calm and Chiffon's first 5-figure year. And in my next video, I'm going to talk you through exactly how I made 5 figures from blogging in 2019. I will break down the different types of brand partnerships I had, which categories were most popular, which platforms were most popular, and how I got in touch with the brands to start with. So be sure to subscribe if you're interested in hearing more about that. That will be next Sunday's video. Thank you guys so much for being on this weird internet journey thing with me. I'm so grateful to YouTube for connecting me with so many amazing people. There will definitely also still be hopefully some giveaways in 2020, so be sure to stick around and keep an eye out for those. I really would like to continue to give back to the community that's given me so much. Love you guys. I really appreciate you listening to this. I welcome your feedback in the comments down below, and I can't wait to see you guys next Sunday to share a little bit more about the behind the scenes of how to get paid as a content creator. So thanks again for watching. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye.